Well, hey, good morning. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. Hold up. Hold up. I think my mic was doing one of those things again. Hey, sup, JamKillex? Good to see you. And actually, while I'm here, the other thing I needed to do that I forgot is this, so I can do, where is it? Is it going to work? Yes, there we go. I forgot to set that up at the beginning. And maybe I need to move this. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, we have stuff to cover today. Wow, it still seems like my mic is peaking like crazy. But yeah, I guess if there's some odd audio, you guys just let me know. Let's see. Is that showing up? Sorry, it seemed all scrambled this morning. Anyway, there's a lot to get into because there's some interesting stuff going on, I guess. Actually, it sounds like I'm in a bathysphere, so is there something wrong? Maybe it fixed, so, you know, with this delay, yeah, let me know, actually. Or maybe I should pull up. Yeah, because it was so weird. I go live, and then I notice the audio, and sometimes it just happens where the audio will then delay randomly. Let me listen to my stream here. Okay, I think it's better. Anyway, let's jump into it. I'm going to play some games, but first, I want to just get the bad news out of the way first. And is it bad news? It's more of kind of disappointing news, and I'm actually surprised at my take on it. Yeah, let me get this out of the way, and then I'll jump to what I've been playing. So basically, you know, that Sonic X Shadow game is coming out, and I was excited about it. And, you know, I know they're doing some modern censoring, but they're kind of doing a lot here that I'm surprised. These are some examples. There's a scene where Amy was running up to Sonic, and he put his hand, pushed her back, and sure, it's a little kind of a mean thing, but that's kind of like a Sonic attitude thing. Anyway, they changed it where instead of his hand pushing her back, he gives her cupcakes. And Sonic's like, "You totally got me this time. I had no, like, I don't know if that was added dialogue for that, or that's while he's speaking. And again, like, I don't know how much this might be faked, but it's just, if this is true, this is odd. But then it goes even further. He's like, "Thanks, Sonic. You did a good job back there. Hey, did you gain weight?" Because you're the OG Sonic, the original, where he's a little chubbier. But they changed it. And he's like, "Thanks, Sonic. Now then tell me, where's the rest of my island?" So, again, either someone is messing around with this stuff, or they really are changing this, which I'm like, why would they do that? Part of the Sonic thing, the reason I got into video games was because of Sonic, because at that time, to me, video games are very static in terms of their characters. And once Sonic came out, it was the first time I was like seeing like a developed character in a game, having more attitude than just like a 2D, you know, object that you're controlling. And even when it came to Amy, now I don't know if I can get it big enough where, you know, Amy could be a bit obsessed about chasing Sonic. She even claims to be his girlfriend. And this, they just changed it to a cheerful girl who loves to help others. Sonic inspired her to be her very best. It's almost like they're making some very like vanilla, tropey descriptions of things, changing things in a way that just seem very soft and not have any character. Instead of what it was, the kind of the funny dynamic between Amy and Sonic was how Amy was kind of obsessed with Sonic, always chasing him around. That's what got her in trouble. I mean, from Sonic CD days. So it's weird. It's I know I'm saying it's weird. It's actually common right now for this stuff to happen, but that type of stuff they don't need to tweak when they're doing remasters. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. So here's the other thing too. I probably just won't buy it because even with all the games coming, I'm like, man, that's just another game I'm going to be buying and playing. And this kind of gives me a reason. Well, you know what? I kind of don't support the idea of changing characterizations in a game. So I just won't buy it. It's disappointing. I like Sonic, but I got to admit, Superstars wasn't too great. So it's not like, they've been releasing bangers, often. Okay, well, let's jump into some good news. And this news is actually absolutely incredible. And that's Vampire Survivors is getting Castlevania DLC later this month, which is so hilarious because when Vampire Survivors came out, the main reason I played it was because it was pretty much Castlevania. Obviously, the devs were inspired by Castlevania, so they just made it where it was just this different, like, survival genre. And then they came out with the Konami DLC that was Contra, and I'm like, okay, why would they come out with Contra DLC when this is clearly a Castlevania style thing? And I was like, that's very funny. But you know what? Then they ended up doing it. I bet that was a fake out. They were just like kind of working with Konami, see how they can get started. But oh man, it is insane what they're adding. So not only does this look like, you're seeing all the characters, I think, how do they say, 20 characters, right? So this is going to be, yeah, like even the dude, Juiced from Harmony of Dissonance, you have Shinoa from Order of Ecclesia. It's even playing the music from all the different Castlevania games. Sypha Belnades, and even the sprites. It looks like the sprites from, some of them look like the sprites from the Castlevania game. This is insane. And it's come full circle. This is exactly what, I was thinking when Vampire Survivors came out. When it first came out, I was like, wait a minute, this is like totally a Castlevania ripoff, but in a good way, not in a bad way. And, man, so I'm going to be getting back in this. Look, 20 characters, 40-plus weapons, 30-plus music tracks. And it's like $3.99 or something. It comes out on Halloween, $3.99. This is awesome. I can't believe they're doing this. Just the music that they're gonna have, with all the different characters you could be. Amazing. I can't wait. That's gonna be my most anticipated game coming up. Okay, now real quick, I wanted to go through what I've been playing. So last night I didn't know what to play, and for some reason I jumped into Night Slashers, which really, now I'm thinking about it, I should have spent my time with G.I. Joe because I was playing that again recently because they added a patch that really, I think that G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra game is really good. It has a really fun combat system because of the options that you have, the double press forward to run, jump attacks, 2 different attacks, so you can combo, like it's more than most games have. Yeah, playing more of Circle of the Moon. I beat Death yesterday. Really enjoying Circle of the Moon. Circle of the Moon is a really well-made Castlevania Metroidvania that is unlike Symphony of the Night in that style. And it wasn't made by the same team, but it was still some of the same people. You know what I mean? It just wasn't headed by Koji Igarashi. Really good game. Okay, and then Predator Hunting Grounds. Now, I guess I played 3 hours worth. I played a lot on the PS4. I got the PS5 upgrade. I've been meaning to play, and then Ultronomus, who's a normal member, or I guess friend of the channel, and Gunham Explained, he'd been playing it, and he's like, hey, we should do multiplayer, and I've been having a blast doing the multiplayer. It's just, there's so many different outcomes, because you could be a fire team, do all the mission objectives, escape in the chopper. You could be the fire team, do all the mission objectives, and kill the predator. And if you kill the predator, you can either stop him from blowing up, guard the body so you can extract him, or run away from his blast, still get out. Or maybe you don't do all the objectives, but you fight the predator. Like, there's so much that happens. Most of the time, we are, I guess, losing, but it's just fun, especially the loadouts that come out, so you can kind of strategize, okay, what's the best equipment to use in order to get the predator? Very fun game. I'm so glad I spent time playing that, and I mean, that makes it Game of the Year contender because it's the first time it's on Xbox and it has the PS5 upgrade with new stuff. I played a little bit of Starship Troopers Extermination. Yeah, I put more time in that than I thought. Really, only one achievement, huh? Yeah, that's right. So Talos Mobius, another friend of the channel, and Gundam Explain, he's kind of a member of our team too. I'm Gundam Explain because he does some work for us. We were playing it, and then we didn't realize till we were done that we had beat a hard mission. That's funny. That's like the only achievement I got. Maybe that has to do with it being the final release. But that's a fun game too. Okay, and so I didn't play Air the Acrobat, but my PS5 was on sleep mode, and that was the last game I played. Okay, so then, on stream Friday, I played Retro Realms, the Evil Dead game, and then later that day, I ended up beating it. I will say it's a fun video game, but it's not like it's doing anything for the IP. I mean, sure, your character's named Ash, you collect pages of the Necronomicon, and the stuff like that happens, but nothing about. I would rather it been more of an exploratory game, just so you could be in. I mean, it does have the cabin, but everything's like 2D and side-scrolly, so you just kind of move on to the next thing. Like, it's as a game on its own, it's pretty fun. I think they would have been better served to create their own IP than using an IP for gameplay that has nothing to do with the IP. I think nowadays so many people can make so many games, and rarely do we see IPs done well, that when we get an IP, like, okay, so looking at Wrath of Cobra, because I was saying I was playing that again recently and I was having fun with it. That style of game would work with Evil Dead, because in Wrath of Cobra there is a degree of exploration. Even though, yes, it's 2D, you're moving around in an environment, and there could be, little secret areas where maybe you can explore more. The other thing too with this game is, like it says 3 hours and 7 minutes, but that's doing other things other than playing the game. The actual game I beat in like under 2 hours, and you have upgrades, but it's just a few. So again, it's not like doing anything Evil Dead like for the gameplay, and I'm a huge Evil Dead fan. It's just strictly like, here's just a side-scrolling game that has Super Meat Boy. Like, again, for an Evil Dead game, I don't want to do like platforming over spikes and moving platforms and jumping off walls. Like, that's not Evil Dead. That's Super Meat Boy, or that's maybe something new you make. Because I think they could do a side-scrolling game. They just maybe make it where it's not just platforming. Like, I think they would take out platforming and make it where it's more about just exploring. I mean, just thinking of like, and it doesn't even need to be a Metroidvania. It could have multiple levels, but make it where maybe you could press up on a doorway and then you're in another area that allows you to explore, see things from the movies, the TV show, collect items. And what it does too is, like, when you're not in the main game, you're then in a 3D environment that is an arcade. And there's the Halloween arcade, and I haven't bought that because then together it's like $50, and taking only an hour and a half to over maybe to 2 hours to beat the game. $50 for each one, I don't know. But you then go into like an area where you can look at props from the movies, which in the shows, which I guess is cool, but it doesn't really add anything to the gameplay. Although that is neat as an Evil Dead fan. I don't know. I'm just overall, I hyped myself for the Retro Realms Evil Dead, and it didn't hold up. But that's making me think of Wrath of Cobra. I was playing that, and I needed to play that some more. Night Slashers, though, is fun. It's, I guess it's not too much more to say about it. Okay. So, I think I'm going to go jump into playing a game, because that's more of what I'm about. Okay. The one I wanted... Okay, there was that game that didn't work last time. Iron Saga. Let's see if we can get it to launch this time. I'm going to... Yeah, that game takes its time to launch. Okay, there we go. Let me grab that here. I'll give it a second and it should pop up. There we go. Okay, let's hope it's working this time. Again, this is Iron Saga Verse, or Battle Mecha Verse. Yeah, it's like a fighting game, but with mecha. And it's loading quite a bit. Okay. All right, username. Yeah, that's up. Okay, no mouse. Ooh, okay, pick a character. Now, I think this is a mix of maybe stuff they've made up and maybe things from other shows. Like, I think that guy, if I'm not mistaken, is from Dan Kuga. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay, still loading. It looks good, by the way. Like, just the art that we're seeing here, the loading animation, you know, that's kind of taken some time. Yeah, taking some time. Taking some time. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's... Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, I pressed the button. Oh, yeah. So, is it making me do training, or I wonder if I can just get out of it? Is it just having me read? Alright, I would rather play tutorials. Next tutorial, or let me try something else. I'd hate to exit and then, because I just want to play and figure it out. I'd hate to exit and then, like, okay, here we go.
Single player
Tutorial. Okay, I don't have to do that. Yeah, let's do, I don't know. Let's just do this one. Maybe. Yeah, I just want to figure it out. Wait. Is it still doing a tutorial? Well, then let's look at it, I guess, from a gameplay perspective. So, A, B. Seem to make sense. A and then. Oh. The controls are not. So yeah, X and Y, not A and B. I guess because it's not like we're in an arcade or anything. Okay. Interesting. Well. So. Okay, you know, I really just want to, like, play. Maybe I have to do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, random. Ah, now you're showing me. So, interesting. Oh, okay, because there's only those. Okay, well. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just do this. I played so much of SVC Chaos this summer that, like, I love how quick and intuitive that system is. And this is a little, I don't know, a little cumbersome in terms of the menus and getting into a game. So yeah, it looks like in game they have kind of like a chibi, you know, look. Pretty cool. Oop. Let's see. Okay.
Player one wins. Round two. Fight.
Oh, okay, now I'm getting mine. Okay, there we go. That's cool. That's pretty much like a King of Fighters thing in SNK. Okay, I say it feels good to play, like not being having to like go through the, like I don't mind doing like training modes and all that, but I prefer to kind of get a feel of the game on my own accord, and then from there kind of learn what the game what you can expect out of the game, you know. Again, I think SVC Chaos is a good example because that game is so hard. And hard in a good way, like where it's like basically saying if you know how to do the moves, you're gonna win.
Player one wins.
Little.
Round one.
Oh, it just keeps going. Okay, this has promise. I think I wouldn't buy it in the state it's in. Yeah, because I don't think it's out yet. Anyway, let's see real quick. Store page. Yeah, plan and release date 2024. So there's time for them to kind of work on it. Again, it looks cooler than it seems to play, but maybe once I don't know, I spend more time with it because some of this stuff looks cool. Okay, let's see. What is the other thing I should try? So since I tried this, I'm going to uninstall because I have so many demos. I do want to try this Battlefall, but I don't think we'd have time. This looks exactly like a Tiberian Sun-like, a specific game of Command & Conquer. I can show that real quick. Like, look at it. Like, the lighting system, it looks voxely. Totally Tiberian Sun. Okay, what's the other... Okay, so Karate Survivor, amazing. Can't wait for that. I played that last week. I'm going to delete the demo since I'm good. Okay, Bloodshed, let's do this. Get my controller on. Don't know what to expect from this. It reminds me of the game Blood. You know what? I guess it was kind of 90s FPSs anyway, but it also has like more modern, like roguelike elements, which I'm not always a big fan of, but let's see. Okay, it's loading up. Let me grab it here. Although, maybe I just need mouse and keyboard. Auto shooting, interesting. It automatically shoots at enemies in case you prefer to take control. Feel free to toggle between auto and melee shooting anytime. Yeah, that is interesting. Okay, I kind of... Hey, I want to give it a chance, but... yeah, I wonder how much they're doing the thing where it's... Okay, it's 3D graphics. Let's look at some other controls real quick. Auto shooting. I'm just going to go with it just to see what it seems like. I'm not seeing inversion. That might be somewhere else. Let's see. Graphics. Pixelation. I don't know how much pixelation I would want. I don't like having that much control because I don't know what I would want. Video. Oh, let's do that. I mean, can I just do unlocked frames? But I guess I'll do that for now. Yeah, it's the controls again, like... Just look at this real quick. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a, unless maybe this game doesn't do inversion because it's not full 3D. Let's see. Let's jump in. Not a fan of so many menus just to get to the thing. Everything should be displayed there, and then you start when you're ready.
We've got company.
Okay, yeah, so it is full 3D. It's very Quake-like, but yeah, no inversion, unless I'm just missing it, which is unfortunate.
Let's have some fun.
Okay, cool. Okay, I was saying Quake, but I would, yeah, say more like Blood. I think there's a lot of use of yeah, you can tell this is very Survivors-like. We were just talking about the Vampire Survivors. That's pretty much what this is, just first person. It's funny how much this genre has picked up. Let's see. A shotgun. Nice. Yeah, that's cool for me. Shoot me, huh? Oh yeah, wait a minute. Oh, it does the auto shoot if you look at them, so I don't even have to shoot. So right now, well, I have to turn. Yeah, you don't have to press the trigger to shoot, but it doesn't automatically shoot at all times. Okay, so this game, you know, playing it, even though I want the inversion, this does have a unique feel to it, where I think it kind of stands out. It's not trying to. It is, while it's the Survivor genre, it does feel unique. I really like it. I like the art style. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that is totally reminding me of Blood. We got the hooded cultists coming at you.
Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. Is it Crazy Taxi? Okay, nice. I don't know what I did. Oh, picked up a smart bomb. And blew up stuff. Health. Some more. I hope the things don't disappear off the ground. Let's see. Okay, yeah, more deadlier enemies are showing up. Oh, there's a purple glowing guy over here. You know what? I kind of don't mind the auto shooting because I would be rhythmically shooting anyway due to the cooldown. Oh. It reminds me of playing, you know, it's the same thing with that Karate Survivors. It's, you know, cooldown based attacks, but freedom of movement. So it's less about pressing the attack button and more about how you're positioning yourself. Again, I wish I could invert. Let's see. Let's do that. I don't know what that is. I guess something charges up and then, oh, and then it launches. That's cool. I like that. Something dropped. Oh yeah, very much like the Survivors, where you get some random. Yeah, that's going so fast. I have no idea. Oh yeah, the demos. Yeah, so that's what's cool. Like the Steam Next Fest is going on right now, where what they do is they highlight games that are about to come out, and so if a developer has a demo, they'll put it on a page, which is really great. Yeah, it reminds me of, and I think and it's cool because there is so much. There was a weird period of time, maybe, I think Xbox Live or Arcade brought back demos, because I think Xbox made it where everything that was on Arcade needed a demo, and that was cool. But now with PC, it's like we're seeing, yeah, it reminds me of like the PlayStation demo discs, Dreamcast. And I'm glad we're getting these demos. Otherwise, I would never have played Karate Survivors or this, which... So again, I would say that I would buy this when it comes out. This is very unique, even in a genre that is a little crowded right now. It feels good. The art style is good. I like the pacing of the upgrades. Yeah, very well done. Okay. Well, I'm getting to that time where I have to head to work. I've got a lot of work to do. So, let me exit the game. All right. So, that was that. Kind of a weird morning because I am disappointed about the Sonic news, yet I hate to complain about censorship because sometimes I don't think it's a big deal, but I think it's now getting to the point where if just censoring things are acceptable, how far would that go? You know, I don't know. But anyway, I mean, positive news is that Vampire Survivors Castlevania DLC, $3.99, October 31st, I'm getting it for sure. Tried out that Iron Saga, not my thing. Yeah, I mean, I'll play it like if they improve it, but Bloodshed, I was surprised how much I liked this, considering it is, again, just a Survivor game, but there's enough going on here to make it unique and interesting, so. All right, so that is it for today, all. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, so until then, be cool.